Nathan Anderson lost his life following a motorcycle crash on his way home from trade school in October 2024. The 19-year-old applied his brakes suddenly, crashing into a roadside guardrail. His parents, Stuart and Andrea, have generously donated his motorcycle to the Road Safety Centre in the hope that others can learn from his story and protect themselves on the roads. Nathan's motorcycle serves as a reminder of the vulnerability of these road users while also remembering his story. This year, 5 motorcyclists have lost their lives on our roads. In 2024, 18 motorcyclists lost their lives on our roads and there were 209 serious injuries. The new motorcycle simulator at the Road Safety Centre will be transported statewide to road safety events and sessions in regional South Australia. The new simulator means riders can test their skills in handling distraction, navigating skills at various speeds, and also unexpected road hazards. It enhances the riders' learning through lived experiences while helping them explore their limits safely and subsequently motivating safer road user behaviours. The new mannequin shows the details of contrasting impacts of utilising life-saving protective clothing in the event of a crash. Half the mannequin wears full motorcycle safety equipment, which is scuffed in places where a motorcyclist would typically undertake injuries in the event of a crash. The other half wears torn, casual clothing with a range of horrific injuries typical of a motorcycle crash, with skin lesions, protruding bones and head injuries. The Road Safety Centre offers free road safety education for all road users across South Australia. They deliver free sessions for people who want to obtain their motorcycle licence, a guide to obtaining your motorcycle licence, the road safety session. These sessions include topics including the licensing scheme, safety equipment, choices, risks and consequences, and other topics. The session features the new powerful motorcycle road safety education tools that draw on important real-life experiences. You can register for the next session on Eventbrite.
Nathan was a kind and caring person. He cared more about himself than he did others. Sorry.
Take your time.
Can I start again?
Yeah.
So Nathan was a kind and caring person and cared more about others than himself. He'd started just to live his life, leaving school and starting his career into motor mechanics, where he never lived down his questionable hair. Sorry. Right.
Do you want to read it?
I'll read it. I'll get through it. It's all right. Nathan was a kind and caring person that cared more about others than he did himself. He had just started to live his life, leaving school and starting his career in motor mechanics, where he never lived down his questionable haircut, which gave him his nickname of Mudflap. He was your typical teenager, enjoying life, going out with his mates, and living for the weekend, going out for rides. His accident was forever changed our lives, and our family will forever have a part of us that is missing. We miss his laughter, the jokes, and the occasional bickering between him and his sister. And there is not a moment in the day that we don't think of him. He's forever in our hearts, and he is always with us. We wanted to donate the bike to the Road Safety Centre just to bring out awareness of what other people will hopefully won't go through, but accidents do happen. Hopefully people will see this and come to the sessions and learn what is needed and what it takes to drive safely on the roads and get themselves home safely to their families.
Andrea, we were here on Fatality Free Friday outside and we heard very similar moving words. How important, given that we're coming up to 12 months now, how important is this for your family to put the bike here? You look at the bike and there's not much damage on there, but it's a confronting piece to the story. How important is this for you and the family to try and help others understand that it can only be a small or a minor crash that can have a big consequence?
I think we were shocked ourselves when we saw the bike. We expected a lot more damage to be there on the bike itself and for him to have lost his life over something that looks just like a normal accident. It's more important to us than ever now to be able to get that message across. our lives have changed forever, and we don't want anybody else to have to go through that, and the more we can do to prevent it and make people listen, yeah, it's very important.
It's the least we can do. Sorry,
just so we might pick it all up.
It's the least we can do. For us, we never wanted to see his bike again, but it's helped us. It's helped the Road Safety Centre. Hopefully it will make people aware that they're not infallible. Once you're on a bike, you've got no protection. Please judge the road, judge the weather, judge the conditions, even down to the mannequin, the safety equipment, the helmet, the leathers,
Everything is so important when it comes down to driving safely on the roads, especially on a bike.
I think being aware of your surroundings as well. It's not just the bike riders that have the accidents, it's the people who are around you, cars that are around you, other riders. It all takes part.
For us as a parent, when Nathan said he was going to get a bike, we were totally against it. But the accident, he wasn't speeding, he wasn't being an idiot. It was purely down to lack of knowledge. It was as simple as that.
Only having his licence 4 weeks.
He didn't navigate correctly, and he's paid the ultimate price. And we have to live with that every single day. It's not just us, it's his work colleagues, his friends, family.
The people who tried to help him on the actual day it happened.
Yeah,
it sends out so many ripple effects, doesn't it, across everybody?
Yeah.
Not just like the close and people who you immediately think of. It's so much more.
And this does help us, believe me, it does. Just to donate his bike, just to get that message out, it helps us immensely. There's a stage where once the accident happened, people stopped calling, the phone stopped ringing. You're at home, the room closes in, the memories come flooding back, and this helps us immensely to get that message across to hopefully young riders who are thinking about getting a bike, and the consequences if you don't treat it with respect.
Since sharing his and your story, I mean, how have you seen young riders that are thinking of getting a licence or are currently learning how to ride? How have their behaviours changed since hearing what happened?
Most of Nathan's friends who did have bikes, we know of at least 3 who have got rid of their bikes. So it had that impact on their life. For us, it makes us more aware. I see it particularly going to work in the morning, young lads down the expressway, undercutting, overcutting, doing 110, 120, weaving in and out, and no protection. They're on with their high-vis work and a hoodie and a helmet, no gloves, and trainers or sneakers, no boots, and you're thinking they're doing 110, 120. If they come off, they haven't got a chance.
We've taken part in a couple of the road safety sessions now of the evening, and just telling our story then and watching people's reactions and seeing the young kids listening to what we do have to say. We've had a couple of people come up and talk to us afterwards, haven't we, that have said that it has really affected them, and if we can just get through to those people and make them realise it just for one person to know that they're going to come home safely to their family. It's good to see.
As Sue said, we'll never know if we made a difference. We like to think that we have, and what Sue's done, Alex has done, and the Road Safety Centre is amazing, and if we can just help one person, then our loss is not in vain.
When you look at the technology next door, the bike sim, you've got the car sims as well, what was your first impression when you saw that and thought, wow, this is an incredible bit of gear that could prevent another...
Oh, I think it will do. I mean, I'm not a motorbike. I've never ridden a bike in my life, but to see that and see how realistic it is, hopefully it puts an element of doubt in some young kid's brain that, hey, I want to get a bike. I've tried it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll save up and get a car. If he can do that, then we haven't lost Nathan in vain. It's putting that element of doubt in their mind, and hopefully, we all think we're infallible. We all think we'll go to work and we'll come home again. Thursday the 10th of October, it changed so many people's lives forever.
Would you like to, moving forward, see a change with licensing for riders? Maybe an older age, or where do you see that all lie?
Well, my point of view is I think for Nathan getting that bike, the bike was too powerful for Nathan. That inexperience shone through.
We knew he wanted a bike, didn't we? And we didn't know he was actually going to go out and get one. That was a surprise to us on the evening that he came home with it. But when I looked at it and realised how powerful it is, it blew my mind. Yeah, I think that...
As I say, it was the inexperience that took its toll. It wasn't the bike, he wasn't speeding, he wasn't a drinker. It was purely down to inexperience. And
he did all of the courses, he did all of his training sessions and all the information that he believed he needed to know, and it just wasn't enough. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Do you think that more time on a sim, for example, to try and get those?
I would like to think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I jumped on the simulator myself very recently, and just playing around with my own body weight on how heavy that specific bike is was shocking. There's simulations where if you're veering too far, your character comes off the bike, and you can see how easy it is for that bike to topple the slightest bit too much, and you slide off. It's very eye-opening to see how easily it can happen without having to experience the risks and the dangers of being on the road without that prior knowledge.
It must have been very confronting.
It was very confronting.
And this is the only simulator in all of Australia. So what they've done is absolutely fantastic. And as I say, if it can...
It speaks volumes.
It speaks volumes, yeah. I think there'll be kids queuing up to have a go. More to the point, not so much that it's a game, it's a reality check. Yeah, we all think we're infallible. We all jump behind the wheel of a car or on a bike and we think nothing will ever happen, but yeah, hopefully.
I think the more awareness that we can bring out of this sense of being here as well, and all of that is available to everybody, is just gold. We, unfortunately, we didn't know about it,
For us,
did we?
it's,
And Nathan didn't
little
know
bit.
about this centre, so if we could have got him to something like this, it would have given him a little bit more to think about as well, like with his riding.
A little bit too little, too late,
Yeah.
but if it helps, then it's an amazing thing. It really is. And I can't thank Sue, Alex and the Road Safety Centre enough. It's really helped us, and putting that message across, it's been amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any more questions?
I do.
Yes.